A very good morning to each one of you, my children. We shall continue with the chapter Let's March by Kailash Satyarthi. This is video 5, children. And by now, I'm sure you know the meaning of the title, what it means. Because when Kailash Satyarthi spoke in the Nobel Prize ceremony, he gave some mantras, right? And he said, let's march, let's speak, let's, do together. So this is what he meant, that one cannot do it alone. You have to do it together. And here we can see the prize of freedom. And all these children, all these children are saved by him and his team. Okay, he doesn't say he did it alone. There's a team that worked with him, a group of people that worked with him. So let's continue now with the chapter. I hope your textbooks are open. You already know we are on page number 79. I refuse to accept that the world is so poor when just 1 week of global military expenditure can bring all the children to classrooms. Now he says, I refuse to accept. Means मैं मानना नहीं चाहता हूँ कि what? That the world is poor. And when just 1 week of global military expenditure. Now what does he mean? Now listen to this carefully. Children, you know that we are spending a lot on military. No? When you talk about military, defense is first in our country. No? We have to spend for them. So if we don't have violence, if we don't have, war, so much of that money can be used for children, for their education. No? So he's saying that the world, I refuse to accept that, the world is poor. We say, no, garibi bahut hai. But it is not so. If we have peace in our country, we don't have to spend on military. We can use it for children. That is what he's saying. When just 1 week of global military expenditure, जो हम लोग spend करते हैं एक week में जो military के लिए, we can use it for the children, to bring all the children to classrooms. Because what is important for the children today? They need to be educated. There are so many children who are not educated, who are not receiving, because they are into all the wrong things. Okay, I refuse to accept that all the laws and constitutions, police and judges are unable to protect our children. We're talking about our country law. We have our Indian constitution, children. So he says, I refuse to accept it. Many a time we say, अरे law ऐसा है, क्या करे? कुछ नहीं हो सकता है इस देश का. हम ऐसे बोलते हैं कि नहीं? But he says, I refuse to accept it. If we work together, we will be able to protect our children. That is what he's trying to say. I refuse to accept that the shackles of slavery can ever be stronger than the quest for freedom. I refuse to accept it. He says, I refuse to accept the shackles. Now, what is shackles? Shackles are chains, you are put in chains and you're bounded together. Okay, when you are bounded together, we cannot do anything, no? Shackles are chains, okay, of slavery. You know what is slavery? When you are a slave, gulam, okay, can ever be stronger. Okay, he says, I don't believe that the chains, of slavery is stronger than the quest for freedom. What is quest? When you're so thirsty, when you're hungry for freedom. When a bird is kept in the cage, listen to this. When a bird is kept in the cage, and if the bird gets a chance, suppose, the person has kept the door open. Okay, the cage door open. What do you think? The bird will fly out or not fly out? If the bird knows that the cage, if it understands, it will fly out. No? So, everybody wants freedom. So what he says, I refuse to accept that, slavery is stronger than the quest for freedom. Okay? I refuse to accept it. You can look at this freedom. Okay? Look at them. See the faces, they are so happy and so joyful to be studying. Okay? My only aim in life is that every child is free to be a child. बोलते हैं कि बचपन जो है, बचपन के दिन बहुत important दिन, no, it's a very important time. So child should be a child. Don't let the child become an adult before time. So free to grow and develop, free to eat, sleep and see daylight, free to laugh and cry, free to play and learn, free to go to school, and above all, free to dream. So important that children go to school, na children. You are studying in a school. This is one of the best school I've ever known. Let me tell you this. Please, children, don't waste your time. There are so many children out there, out of ambassador, school, out of the wall of ambassador. They don't get the chance like how you've got to study. So please don't take this for granted. You have a dream, fulfill that dream. This God-given chance to you. I have the privilege of working with many courageous people who have the same aim, same lakshya. When you work with people, they should have the same aim. If they don't have the same aim, what happens? Is the mission going to be, is the aim going to be fulfilled? No. So you see, I'm lucky, I'm privileged to be working with many courageous people. If you have to fight for the rights of someone, you have to be courageous. Yes or no, children? You have to fight. Many a time Kailash Satyarthi was beaten up. He was beaten up. I have seen him. You go on Googles and see his life. It's been a struggle. It's not been easy, children, for him and his team. And we, because he's put the word we, see the pronoun we. He didn't say I. We have never given up against any threat or attack, and we never will. You see, many threat, no? धमकी लोग देते हैं कि नहीं? अगर तुम ऐसा करोगे तो हम ऐसे करेंगे. So threat or attack, no, when people attack you. When you're doing something good, some people don't like it. So here you see the children. Aren't they free? Aren't they happy? Just free, that freedom. Look at this child. So freedom, बहुत प्यारी है. So we have made progress in the last couple of decades. Okay, in last, he's saying that we have made a lot of progress. We have reduced the number of out-of-school children by half. Now, what is out-of-school children? Children who have left school halfway. No, they have left, they have not completed their study. So that number has reduced by half. Meaning, if there are 100 children who have left, so 15. Now it has become 50. Do you get that? Okay. Now we have reduced the number of child laborers by a third. By a third means we have reduced. Reduce means kam hua hai. What it has become less in the number of child laborers. Child laborers are children who are working. Okay. Child, okay, who is working by some, taken as laborers. By a third. By a third means whatever number divided by 3. We have reduced child mortality. Now, what is child mortality? Children, please understand. Child mortality means when the child dies. Okay. When we are talking about child mortality, there is child mortality and there is mortality and there is infant mortality. Okay. Child mortality is when the death of children under the age of 5. Okay. Under the age of 5, if children are dying, that is child mortality. And infant mortality is when the child dies at the age, when it is just, born, okay, of age of 1. Okay. Now we have reduced, he's saying. Now if you look at this bar graph, I'm sure you understand this is the bar graph. Now I'll just read it for you. This is from 2008 children to 2018. Okay. Now 2008, we have how many children who have died? 49.4. Abhi 2018 में कितना है? 29.9. So the number has increased or decreased? Number has decreased, obviously. Okay. So we have reduced. तो child mortality में कमी हुआ है. Okay. And malnutrition. Now what is malnutrition? Look at this child. Not given proper nutrition. No, proper food नहीं मिल रहा है बच्चे को. Okay. So malnutrition. And we have prevented millions of child death. Prevented means रोका है हम लोग ने. क्या? बच्चों का मरना. Okay. मरण. So child deaths have been, so this is the progress that has been happening. Good progress? Yes, very good. But what he says, but let us make no mistake. Let us make no mistake. Why? Because great challenges still remain. बहुत सारे ऐसे challenges हैं अभी आगे आने वाले हैं. So let us not make. Many a time what happens when we have success and all this is good news. After good news, we don't have to rest. He's saying we have great challenges. Now, children, I don't want to do further because I don't want to just rush through it. Okay, I thought I will finish part 1, but there are still 2 paragraphs left in part 1. That I will do it on Monday. Okay. Now we have some meanings here, and I hope you are learning the meanings. I put extra meanings which is not there in your textbook also, children, because some words are little difficult, and I just thought it would be nice for you to know what is the meaning. Okay. Now shackles here is chains that bind. Then child mortality, I have written here, refers to the death of children under the age of 5. Okay, under the age of 5. While infant mortality is what? Refers to the death of those under the age of 1. Infant means those are jo bachcha hai, okay? Very small babies, okay? Now, malnutrition, lack of proper nutrition caused by not having enough to eat, not eating enough of the right things, or being unable to use the food that one does not eat. So that's all malnutrition. Basically, it is lack of proper nutrition. If you only know this also will do. I just put extra for your extra understanding. Confronting, okay, all this will come in your next class. I just put it there because it was there in your book. But we will do that next time. Okay, children? I just wanted to thank you, appreciate, because you are appreciated. You know what is appreciated, okay? Some of you are really putting effort. I know it's difficult at times, children. Challenges are there for you also. Online classes is a challenge for the teacher as well as for the student. Please remember that. So I know that some of you are having your difficulties while you're studying. Now with the weather becoming more hot, it's very difficult. I know some of you are having very difficult times. But I'm praying, children, for you. But you must also pray and make effort. Don't give up. No, don't give up. Look at this author. If he had to give up, would we be able to save 83,000 children all over the world? No, na? It seems impossible now when we think of it. Arey wah. But it was difficult. The stories, many stories he has, to tell you and me. You will have many stories to talk about your struggle on online classes. I can understand that. But do whatever you can. Don't give up, children. Your exams are coming very soon, no? So you are ready for your exam. You are happy about your exam. Study and put everything into it. No? Put your interest into it and study well. Whatever we can do as teachers, we are reaching out to you. But you have to do your part. Okay? So do this. I have given you assignment and I have given you very small, little assignment. Children, I just give you 3 sentences. Okay? But your whatever composition and all assignment, what is there, children, do it in your English composition book. Please. Please be regular in your work. If you're regular, no children, you'll also be happy. नहीं तो बहुत सारे homework साथ में नहीं होता ना बच्चा. So please don't wait till the exam date. Exam date is coming now, already given to you. So you should do your studies every day. I hope you understood what I'm trying to tell you. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Please drink a lot of water, lot of liquid. Don't go out in the sun. Please, afternoon time, it's very hot, children. Please take care and listen to your parents. Okay? God bless you.